Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, B Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. Where I do what I do for you. Today I got a nice lesson for you too. Always about life. Let's go. Writing 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. The message in a story for life. I give you life lessons daily. You tune in and receiving them. We got a good thing going. Let's keep it doing. Let's go. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission. That all right thinkers do just that through the lessons that I'm giving, you tuning and receiving, putting to use, you know for yourself what you need to know, and that's thyself. Let's go. I asked the question, do you know you? If not, it's rhetorical, but if you don't know you, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they even know not, you know what I feel about them? They are foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not, it's simple. I love them. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I'm a spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. Into my yacht. Be true. Today, that guy back there, he was hell bent on winning at all costs, meaning he may even cheat. I practiced to be good. Didn't want to learn how to cheat. Didn't want to be a cheater. So if I'm going to compete, I'm going to compete on my wit and my skill, not with the hidden hand, so to speak. So let's talk about right thinkers. Let's talk about learning how to lose. Don't make you a loser in life. Let's talk about it. I had a competitor who everything we did, he wanted to win. I was raised that way. And I had to learn how to take those losses. And he wasn't a good winner, worst loser. But I found that out as I started getting better and beating him. So he wasn't a good loser. He wasn't a good winner either. So if you are a good and gracious winner, 9 times out of 10, you're probably a good loser. But most people who are not good winners, sure not good losers. So let's talk about it. Being a winner is what life tells us we have to do or have to be because we in this game called life. It's a game, so to speak. So it's competitive. We compete. Understand that. But in order to win, sometimes you have to lose. Why? It's a lesson that's learned from losing. A lot of us don't get it. I'm an old school dude. When I take a L, I'm gonna think about what I didn't do, what I should have done, and how I should do it. So next time I'm going out, I'm going to make that adjustment. If you don't do that in life, you're going to compete the same thing. So understand that a loss can be a gain if you use it to your benefit, which I did. When you competing in life, you in life, you're your competition. Bruce Lee said, "Who you competing? I have no competition. Me, myself. That's what it's all about. And knowing thyself makes you what a winner in life. That's what the ancients used as a format. I picked it up and adopted it, and guess what? For 30 years, I know for a fact they knew what they was talking about. So I'm giving it to you, and you start to say, "Hey, that brother know what he's talking about." Yeah, I didn't make it up. I didn't create it. It's ancient information that's been sitting here for the longest. I just colorized it, modernized it, so to speak, made it personal. I just personalized it, made it mine. Why? Because I practiced it, I lived it, I mastered it. So now I can teach it from what I know it to be for myself. So understand that. Let's go. Now, if you go through life and you don't gain self knowledge, you are a loser. I get excited. So understand this. When you are the person that's controlling the dynamic of your life, it's all based on what you do. So it's important that you learn from the life lessons that you're going to go through. You get better as you go. We all, excuse me, we are all what? Born to be winners. And knowing thyself in life makes you a winner. If you go through life and gain a whole bunch of riches and fame and don't know yourself, loser. That's the difference. So when you think you're winning, sometimes you're losing. Sometimes you're losing, you're really winning. Philosophical concept, somewhere, some truth in there. You got to figure it out for yourself. But watch this now. I don't mind losing in competition. I went to Westside High School. In my junior year, we didn't win a game in nothing. Very disheartening. My only goal my senior year was to beat somebody. I won one football game. I won one basketball game. But I won. Why? Because I took the losses and used it as motivation and fuel, so not to let it happen again. That's all I'm trying to show you. So I use that as an example in life. So moving on. Now, losing is the end of the world if what? You don't gain knowledge of self. Why? Because if you don't know you, if your spirit don't get enlightened, you don't reach knee highs, you're going to reincarnate back again, a do-over. So life is a game. We are born into this game called life, yeah. And not knowing thyself, you will be a loser in life. That's the difference. Whatever you do in life, yeah, but if you don't gain knowledge of self, you don't become your best self, you don't wake up, then you are a loser. Don't get offended with me. I'm just telling you what it is. Moving on. When you gamble, excuse me, in life, this game that we live in, you have to what? Learn the rules, aka spiritual truths, right from wrong, and then you live them, manifest for yourself, though you know just what you're doing, why and how. It ain't what somebody told you, it's what you do. So your IRE, your deeds speak for themselves. At Judgment Day, remember, when you decide to gamble, take risks, okay, aka, or I call going for the fast money. I did that. Yeah, I got paid, made a bunch of money. But guess what? When I was winning, I was getting paid. When I lost, I had to pay. Don't want to play that game. So that's the drug game. That's the hustle game. And it's a game that for all the players, we all come in that game willingly. And I'm like, no, you decide to be that. It's there. And it's 40 years ago, I went to my old neighborhood. Unbelievable. Same thing. Yep. So the drug game don't change. Neighborhood run down, but they still selling drugs. Mm, bad cycle, vicious cycle, but it is what it is. But in life, if you don't get understanding, you don't do what you need to do, you will end up losing. The hustle game, I played that early in life. There's a price to pay for that game when you lose. It's called time, prison time. Sometimes you go to jail, sometimes you go to the graveyard. Your choice. If you decide to play that game, those are the rules. Understand that. That's all. If you want to play something, learn the rules. Simple as that. Losing in competition, ain't no big deal. Okay, that's what happened. But to lose in life means you didn't do what you should have been doing for yourself. Simple as that. Again, you're the recipient of the good. You're the blame for the bad. It don't go nowhere. It's all based on you. Moving on. Let's go. Yeah, I gotta go this thing. Now, winning. is not the only thing. It's all good to want to win, and in life, knowing thyself is how you win in the end. It ain't what you do on the journey. Yeah, it's gonna be nice, sometimes up, sometimes down. But the end result is you should know thyself. The sooner, the better. Wow, you'll see. Now, in life, I'm a player of this game, and I took my L's like everybody else, but I learned from them. So I don't do the things that's going to put me where I don't want to go. So I've changed the dynamic of my life. That's the difference. When you want to do something different, you stop doing what you're doing. Why? Make a decision. If it's a bad one, you'll suffer. If it's a good one, you'll benefit. I made a decision where now I'm the beneficiary of the good decisions I made. I was the beneficiary, I was the punisher, and I had to pay the price for making the bad decisions. Now I'm beneficiary, benefiting from doing the right thing. I'm trying to get all my young people to do the same thing. Why? Don't throw your life away doing a bunch of nonsense. That's why. So in life, when you lose, you should what? Work harder to what? Be better at whatever it is you're doing. When I was coming up, my mom said, you be a street sweeper. Be the best street sweeper you can be. And what that told me in my mind, whatever I do, be the best at it. Did that with the drug game. So it ain't changed. So we put it in a positive concept and you'll benefit from it. Trust me. I was a player in the drug game again. And for years I won. Yeah, I did the good life. But when I lost, it cost me years. Buying bars, my freedom. Not a good deal. So change that. Winners, watch this. Understand this. Winners don't cheat to win. Why? Because cheaters might win, but cheaters may win. You may cheat and win, but you're not really a winner. Cheaters don't win and winners don't cheat. That's the concept. So if you're winning because you're doing some, you're not really winning, and you're gonna have to pay for that. If you're good, go with it. If you're sneaking deceitful, stop. A good loser is a good winner. Why? Because you know how it feels to lose. And that guy there, he didn't care. He would dance and prance and talk and get all. It would just eat you up in that side. So I would do all I could to keep him from celebrating and having that fun. So I'm a Scrabble man. I go to work every day with UPS. I come home. He got a Scrabble board already, but he been home all day in the book, putting in his work. I ain't mad about that. But he getting the upper hand. I guess studying ain't cheating. When a game that you want to play, you should be proficient at it, so you put the time in. That was his thing. Long story short, yeah, I ended up beating them. Why? Because I started getting smart myself and studying. That's all you got to do. Moving on. In the game of life, he who thinks will win. In this game of life, I've learned from my losses how to win in the end. Don't get mad. Don't get upset. No, get better. Hello. Some say get even. Okay? Where we at? Now, I used to get mad and upset when I lost. Not because I lost, but because I had to put up with that nonsense. And I didn't like that. So what I do? I got better. And I watched him be a bad loser. And that made me feel so much better. Okay? So yeah, the drive to see somebody else go through the suffering that they put you through, that's worth it sometimes. Why? Because let them eat crow. They deserve it. If you're not a good, gracious winner, you're going to be a bad loser. All right? Now, I would give my best effort. Well, excuse me. When I used to get mad, I used to lose, right? But I got better. Then I knew that in life, I would give my best effort. And if I lost, giving my best effort, handshake, I'm going back to start working out. Why? I need to do something better. Not getting mad at the person because he beat you. He ain't my enemy. He's a competitor. We start out shaking hands and gracious during the course of the game. If the score, he up at the end, shake his hand, and get back to work on what you need to be doing. Most people just make enemies because he beat me. Come on, man. No. In life, winners make what? Winning makes you happy. Yeah, that's the main thing. Okay, no, excuse me. Losing in competition is okay, but losing in life is the disaster. Don't do that. Okay, it's okay to lose some games and sports competition. I got grandkids. I'm teaching them the same thing now. You ain't gonna win them all, but give your best effort. You never lose. Okay, in life, winners make what? Winning makes you happy. Losing makes you unhappy. Again, your choice. If you know you got to compete, you should be prepared. Those who don't know themselves, watch this, are the losers. Why? Reincarnation is in their future. Mhm. Those who know themselves are the real winners in life. That's the right thinkers. And my goal for all my right thinkers to do just that. Know themselves. That's how you win in life. If you lose in competition, no big deal. But you don't want to lose in life. Know thyself. Be like Mr. Right. You'll be fine.